Welcome
to the Peeew!
Yay! Ernie's about to do
Crap
something
out.
very naughty. He's gonna have a hit of cranberry juice.
I'm taking a hit of cranberry juice.
I'm gonna have a hit of sweet tarts. Yes, sir.
It feels so good after doing that. Hit of cranberry juice.
And this feels so good after being at the dentist all day and having crowns.
You were at the dentist?
Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Why, did they tell you not to eat?
Did
Did the dentist tell you not to eat candy?
No. But
If I were a dentist, I would tell everybody to eat candy.
And that told us everything you need to know about Ernie's personality. No, but I was at the dentist they're putting crowns in, but before they put crowns in, they have to excavate the tooth, and then they put a temporary crown in.
That sounds awful.
They excavate, and then they
No,
make a
don't
mold.
use that word.
Okay.
It's creeping me out.
They blobulate, and then they make a mold of the inner thing, and then they make the actual crown, and it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to make. So while they make it, they give you a temporary crown to put in, which is kind of like the stuff you can get at Walgreens, which is like that clay stuff that if you have a cavity, a filling that pops out, you can like mold into a circle.
Fill your own cavity.
You pop it in the tooth, and then you like press it down, and then you like smooth it over, and it'll harden in like 30 seconds, kind of like something else we know.
So it's like a Lee's press-on nail, except for your teeth.
Lee's press-in cavity filler. No, filling. Lee's press-in filling.
Alright.
Yeah. So then I have to go back in like 2 or 3 weeks to get my actual crown. Fitting me for my crown.
Don't lose it like you've lost your previous crown.
A Freudian slip. Cling of the gum. Okay.
It's been a busy month since the last time we saw each other.
Yes, it has been. I was gonna say, I thought we saw each other like.
We were just talking about the opening of the new Webster Hall.
But is that an opening, or was it just
I think it was like a soft opening. I mean, it had already opened because there had already been concerts there, but apparently that was the first club night that we went.
Well, the owners are back in Paris. Male and do you know their names?
I don't know.
Male and I can tell you next episode. They're from Amsterdam, and they're back in Amsterdam at the moment.
You just said Paris.
Did I say Paris?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I said they're back in, and I didn't say anything. Male and I said. His name is Male, M-A-E-L.
Okay.
And they're back in Amsterdam, and so I don't know if the club is open or not. I don't think it's open regularly.
I think it is open regularly because when I was looking at Resident Advisor, they seem to have all these nights. But they're concerts.
Right. Because it is. Remember when Sony, the word was Sony, that was taking it over for as a concert venue? It's a concert venue now, and perhaps
Well, it always was a concert venue.
Right, but perhaps it's open as a club night, like when there's no concerts.
Well, I had a good time. I really enjoyed the renovation.
Stairwells.
The stairwells were very nice. I no longer felt like it was a death trap.
Fire trap,
Yeah, being there.
It's funny, I never thought, should we close that window?
No.
Let's remind everybody, we live in dangerous New York City. The perils we have to go through to get to
this show.
Yeah.
If it's
perils.
not a complete and utter lack of parking spaces, it's sirens and dogs barking.
You know, that's true. Everybody who comes to visit me says the same thing.
I drove around for 20 minutes trying to find a parking spot. It was so fucking hard, and finally I decided, screw this, I'm going to Drusilla's party now. And just as I started driving away towards Manhattan, I found a parking spot. So perhaps after 5 minutes...
Where's Drusilla's party?
It's at the Producers Club.
Oh, the thing with Retro.
Yes.
And Jason.
It's tonight.
Maybe I'll go with you.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I will.
That's where I was planning on going.
I'm gonna go with you.
Okay.
Yay!
Yes.
Boy, won't they be surprised when Club That Royalty comes in bringing Ernie Glam. It was like a funny one the other day. Birdie called.
Not as surprised as when I bring you to the parties.
Birdie called, and she said, I guess she's been having trouble with her the muscle in her shoulder. And she said, "Oh, Michael, I'm so upset. I threw out my arm." And I said, "Well, can you go take it to the garbage?" I thought that was pretty good. Okay.
You of all people should not joke like that.
Ernie, why do you bring that up all the time? Do I look ridiculous in these glasses saying that? I mean, it's just not, I don't know. It's just, then I get blamed for it, and it's just like, I don't know. It's not, I know that I, of all people, should have it seems hypocritical for me to say, oh, that's not something you joke, but I don't know. It's something I don't like to joke about. But I guess other people, it's not the same. They don't probably have to follow the same rules, so I guess I understand that. But it makes me uncomfortable. But
all right. Well, after that uncomfortable and very awkward moment, we're taking a break.
yeah.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Welcome back to the Peew, the sparkly glasses edition.
We've been very busy this month, so Michael and I were just like ticking off a list of all the things that happened. So, in addition to the opening of Webster Hall, I went to the opening reception for the Queer Nightlife exhibition at the New York Historical Society, which features the Club Kit cards on exhibit, and my druggy lunchbox.
Mm. And more too, right?
And more. There's the Kyoki, You're Invited test tube.
Did you have that?
Yeah.
How many of them do you have?
One, and it's at the museum.
Oh, I see how you took. It took a minute for you to say one. Do you have two?
No, I don't.
Ernie.
And let's
do
see.
you have two urine filled test tubes in your house?
You're mistaken if you think I had two.
That's one of my pet peeves. That's my number two pet peeve. No, my number one pet peeve.
So the exhibition is really cool. It spans nightlife from 1950 to 2000, and
what kinds of things are in it?
Well, there's like the sign from the entrance to the Paradise Garage, which says garage, Paradise Garage.
Oh, you mean like the
original sign?
I think about like the no sneakers, no that.
And right next to the Disco 2000 stuff are flyers from Jackie 60.
Yeah, good. They're in a good neighborhood.
And then also
Jackie 60 ones.
In our area where we're in, there's also invites to Club 69. Remember Linda Simpson's party?
Oh yeah.
Pyramid. And then going back into the 70s, there's paraphernalia from the Saint. There is paraphernalia from, well, I already said Paradise Garage. There is paraphernalia from Sound Factory. And I believe there are John Blair cards and other John Blair related nightlife parties on display. And then there's, stuff from the 50s and 60s that I didn't really know because it's before my time.
Mm-hmm.
And even the 70s is before my time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool. It's very interesting. The pictures are great. And it's just great
How
seeing.
big is it?
The exhibition is small, but they've got a lot of stuff in the exhibition space.
Well, how big is it? Like a room the size of, or is it many rooms?
It's more than one room. It's like two galleries that are long and narrow, so there's a lot of stuff against the walls, And so it's 2 galleries like that, and then in one of them there's a display table running down the middle, so you can see stuff.
Is that the one, the display table? You showed me a picture of something in the display table. Was it a club kid card?
Well, yes. I mean, there are. Our stuff is under glass.
How many club kid cards did you do?
There are 4 club kid cards
Who are
that I
they?
lent, and it's you and me and Larry T and Amanda Lepore.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, that's what they picked. I mean,
Did we make a club kid card for Clara?
No. So
Big
it's
mistake.
up through September, I believe. So if you're in New York this summer, go check it out. Or if you're in Paris, go check out the Electro exhibition at the Philharmonie de Paris, because they are also exhibiting club kit cards. So right now,
Did you send them to them?
No, those were lent to the museum by Wildlife Press, the company that published my first book, Deviously. So right now, you can see club kids on exhibit in Paris.
All around the world, basically.
In the important countries.
And around the world, wow, whoa.
In the countries
I can't
that
find my
matter.
baby. I can't remember why he's gone away.
So yeah, it's quite an honor. We're icons and relics
Relics.
of a
Relish.
bygone era.
Or relish. Put us on hot dogs.
And call us a snack. What else have you been doing?
Well, I have a manager now. I suppose you'd call him. I suppose you'd call him a manager. You know Morgan Freeman, the one that we saw at Webster
Our
Hall.
host at Webster
Yes,
Hall.
at Webster Hall. He was doing at the time. He was doing kind of like a lighting. I don't want to call it an exhibition, but that's his kind of his art form. He does managing, but he also does other. He's a jack of all trades, kind of like me, kind of like us, really. He designs apps. He just designed a really cool app that I think has been bought by Spotify that makes it's kind of like music videos for dummies, where it's like within 30 seconds you can have a professional looking video done, music video done for whatever song you've just made. And it's kind of like, pick A, B, C, D, and then you in different variations of each, and you click them all together, and you give them the music, and you put the music in, and then in 30 seconds you've got like a complete version of your video made. And it's kind of revolutionary. It's something that's been done before, but this makes the video faster, easier. There are more options, and it looks, the final product looks really polished, and like you can't tell that it was done using a template. So he's helping me. Yes, he's helping me do things like he's found me already 2 assistants who will be going through emails and a lot of the social media messages and things like that, where every 10 or 15 messages on Facebook or Instagram, we find somebody who wants to buy a painting, or who wants to commission something done, or have us in a show or in a movie or something. Eric Rubes is making a new movie.
Wasn't he always making movies?
He's always making a new movie. But right now he's working on Japanese borscht with Sylvia Miles and Michael Snow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play.
She's dead now. She just died.
Well, he has already. That's why I'll explain that to you. He's using clip. They started filming a long time ago, and they stopped filming when she died. And now he just called yesterday asking for Robert Coddington's phone number. And Robert Coddington, for those of you who don't know, is the man who's in charge of Nelson Sullivan's archives, the video archives. So they are looking for old footage of Sylvia to be used in flashback scenes. They're going to do the rest of the film. They've changed it a little bit, and they're going to make flashback scenes. So the rest of it will be talking about her. Perhaps she died in the movie as well now, and they're going to be doing flashback scenes. So
Coming soon to a theater near you.
yes, he gave me the name of it, but I forget.
A movie whose name we can't remember.
Yes, about Sylvia Miles.
And it's going to be great.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye.